You called and we answered. It's the Pasta Boys. First of all, before you watch this video, if you are of Italian descent, you have a nonna, you are gonna get mad probably at us. We are gonna try to do honor to Italy, but we're not Italian. Between us, both of us combined, if you were to combine our genetic code, it's still 0.5% Italian.
It's not bad.
So we're looking up at the heavens of pasta gods and we're merely praying to them, okay? So let me just put that out there. But I have done some research, and you're probably gonna see this and say, why is he using bread flour?
That's what I said.
That's what he said. But he doesn't know I've gone that deep into the world of pasta on YouTube. So what I've learned is doppio zero, 00 flour, finest grind, best one to use. I did not get that on short notice. Bread flour is the second best, and it's quite doable, quite usable. Now here's something I learned though. When you're making the pasta, why are we doing this in the first place? Why do we cook here on the Epic Homestead? Well, look at what we have here. We have a ton of eggs, and these are all fresh eggs. When it comes to the actual pasta, the only ingredient not being produced here would be the flour, and we could have ground our flour.
We've done it before.
We've done it before, right?
I don't know if we could get that fine.
We can't get this fine, but look, it's another day in the life. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, the first time I made it, I did 100 grams of flour to 1 egg. And I've since learned it's clean, it's easy, and like most things, it doesn't work that well. So here's what I learned. 385 grams of dry ingredients, AKA the flour, maybe a little salt, maybe not. I don't want to commit a sin, but
which way are you going?
I'm not going either way, because if enough Italians think that it's one way, I'm going to go that way, okay?
Gotcha, okay.
But anyways, 385 grams of dry to 185 grams of wet. Minimum 3 yolks in that mixture.
I'm a big fan of weighing recipes out by grams.
By grams.
Like, there's not a consistent egg. Look at these eggs. Like,
well,
especially all different.
Well, especially these ones, because these guys are...
They're just getting started.
They're just getting started. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to measure out
Looks like you got an Italian scale there.
I got an Escalia scale. Just trying to be like you guys, okay? All right, so here we go.
So how much, so you're doing the 385?
I'm gonna do the 385.
And what kind of servings are we looking at here?
Big ones. We're looking at healthy big servings. Okay?
2 pasta boys.
We got a growing boy over here, and I'm growing despite my best efforts over here as well. So 385 in, we're gonna use the paddle just to start, okay?
All right.
So in we go.
I probably would have went straight to the hook. You've obviously done research, so I'm just here to watch and enjoy the process.
So there's my third egg, and look, I'm only at 103 grams.
Okay, wow, so that's a decent amount of egg.
I'm actually just gonna go to 4.
That's a nice little cute egg.
Yeah, it's too cute actually. I think I need one that's a little more...
substantial.
A little more handsome. Yeah, how about this guy here? I mean, look at the difference, guys, in the chicken's eggs right now.
It's like a quail egg.
Okay, so I'm only at 141 grams now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut a little water in. We're gonna go in. I'm lifting the old, and then setting 1.
So here, what's the goal?
The goal is to incorporate the flour into the eggs and get it to a point where it's sort of crumbly.
Okay.
And then once it's crumbly, you switch to the hook, and if there's enough moisture, the hook forces it to incorporate into one ball.
Okay.
And then you still, according to this woman, need to knead it a little bit further offline, outside, you know? So if you look already, we're getting in there and we're incorporating. And what she's told me is you can't over knead pasta dough.
You can't.
It's not possible to over knead pasta dough. So if you're in doubt, go further, then go less. But I think it's a little bit too dry. It's just a little too dry.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it gets to that ball stage, I put a tiny bit in, and it just immediately went to that stage.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It actually is, I think I may have gone a little too far there, because it's cutting through too quickly. So what I'm gonna do, let's take a look. See, I made it a tiny bit too wet there. I think I probably will add a tiny bit of flour, but I wanna get the ball. Like I said, if you're Italian and you're still watching this video, turn it off.
Get out.
Okay, turn it off. We're not doing you proud, okay? We know that, we know that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it into the hook.
That's definitely not the Italian way, but. Should have brought some of my cucuzza squash.
Yeah, you should have.
Those Sicilians make some good food.
So I'm at a point now where I could let this keep going, or I could take it off, which I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna attempt to...
That personal touch.
That personal touch, exactly. So this is the way that I learned from that video, right? So you're down here, boom, right? Now it doesn't look great, right? It's not that smooth, it's not looking sexy, it's not a nice pasta ball type of thing. So the goal, I guess, is to go here, but you bring it over, you push it back, right?
I see it.
You bring, and then you rotate. You bring it over, you push it back. You bring it over, you push it back. What does that do? It forces this bottom to start looking normal.
Smooths it out.
It smooths the bottom out, right?
And so now you're like developing the glue.
So what I've learned is the ideal here is you set a timer for about 8 minutes and you continue to knead.
That's a workout.
So like, let's pretend I kneaded it for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
the end result you're looking for?
That's kind of what you're looking for. I think it probably could be a little smoother here, you know? But that's kind of what you're looking for. And then you got to chill this for about half an hour.
Here,
normally,
give it a little test.
You want to give it a little? Yeah. Why don't you give it a knead? You're more Italian than me, honestly. So
1.4%.
1.4.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Definitely wants to get away from you.
It's very dense,
hard,
right?
Yeah. I think I'm ripping it.
You are. I can see it.
I'm not doing a good job.
Yeah, I can see it. Hey, hold on. You guys saw how it was when I did it, right? And here's how he's left me. Now, let me hit the gym real quick.
If you're Italian and you're still watching, leave.
Yeah, just leave. So, I'm just gonna use some Reynolds wrap. You just don't want it to dry out while it's in the fridge. So in we go.
Okay, so now we're at the resting stage.
A little rest. We'll wrap her up. And we'll see you back here in about 30 minutes. While we are waiting for it to chill, we're gonna come out and forage in the garden for some kind of topping here. We have our ball. It is slightly chilled. And what I've been told is to not do the whole thing at once, because how are you actually gonna get it through
it makes sense.
the machine? So I've actually heard quarters. So let's do a little quartering here. Pretty good. Thick. Looks pretty good, right? And we'll do this guy here.
This is the part that's going to be amazing, is the actual like machine element.
Yeah.
Because I've tried making pasta by hand without it.
Yeah.
And
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Cutting the noodles with a knife.
That's literally all you got to do for the sheet, right? And then here, we'll flip on our fettuccine one. So, in we go.
That's pasta.
Right? So now we've got some pasta. And then what I do, a little bit of, this.
Now that's some beautiful.
And there you go, right?
Beautiful fettuccine.
That's not bad, right? But what I'll do, since we're gonna make this, is I'll just slide it off the knife like this and kind of keep it.
Okay.
Like, you know, maybe over here. Maybe right here. How about that?
It looks good.
Uh-oh, I messed it up. It pulled through the first bit a little weird. See that? It like combined it.
It's rustico.
It's rustic as hell, yeah. There we go. Boom. So that's about 100 grams of pasta, which is like about one serving.
Nice.
So I think what we could do now is get the water ready.
Oh.
Because I'll save this for tomorrow or something, right? I don't need to make this all right now. So let's get some pasta water going, and then we're gonna salt the water. I'm pulling out the Hawaiian stuff.
Straight from the island.
So I heard it's like a teaspoon per quart or something like that.
Okay.
It's like a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with fresh, I guess, because fresh cooks faster. It doesn't have as much time.
That actually makes sense.
Fresh cooks in 2 minutes, max. So then rolling boil, 2 minutes, max, al dente. Take it off, get it on the plate, mix it up, and you know what? Not for today's episode, guys, but I will show you something. I made some sauce.
Ooh.
VIP. This is for special subscribers only. So we've got some sauce in here and we have some Parmesan.
There we go.
But here's the question, Jacques. This is homemade. This is every single thing in this is homemade, except for the olive oil.
Yeah.
The question I have for you, Jacques, is what do you think of the sauce?
It smells good.
Yeah? Never made sauce before.
Did you roast this?
Just taste it. Is it good? It's not bad,
Actually,
right?
it's good, yeah. Touch more salt.
Yeah, it needs a little more salt, for sure.
But it's actually quite nice.
But it's not bad.
Do you just use like a mix of tomatoes there, or do you go
I use the
paste
Granadero plums and the
tomatoes?
Romas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're boiling here. So we're gonna go in 1 and 2. And we're gonna set a timer, 2 minutes. That's the timer on the run. You just start the microwave. Okay, so we've been in for 2 minutes, managing. I think we're still at the al dente. Woo!
Taste test?
Yeah, here. Ow, motherland. Here. That's there. That's there with the dente. Okay, we're off. It's crazy how much, when you're done, this literally just looks like professional fettuccine.
Yeah.
Like it looks like this came out of a restaurant somehow. So I'll hit it with a little
Some Evo or?
Evo. Just a little crack, right? We'll put a little bit of the homemade, so we're not defiling this with Prego or something. We're putting on a real sauce, right? Real sauce.
Okay, so you are going sauce.
I'm gonna do a little sauce because it's, at least I made it, right? And then we're gonna do the Toms, whoop, the pep or the basil. Should we hit it with a little seasoning or
I
no?
think definitely some pepper.
Some pepper. Couple cracks. All right, let's go enjoy this out of the pond. All right, Jacques.
And I keep coming here and I keep getting fed. I think I'm gonna have to have you over. Maybe cook a little something for
I've
you
been
next
over to
time.
his house once. Ever. Just so that's known. All right, get on in here. Try to get a nice healthy bite too.
Ooh. Take your noodle.
Don't mind if I do, yeah. Okay, I'm going
All
in.
right.
My bite's way too big.
It's actually really good. The basil, wonderful. Tomato sauce,
Isn't it wild?
it works.
The tomato sauce
It's
is
really good.
So nothing was not homegrown besides the flour here and the olive oil. The salt, I guess, you know?
That's great. The texture on this,
Really nice.
much better.
Really nice.
Those homegrown eggs.
Something about the freshness
And the,
obviously has something to do with this, the difference
yeah.
in the flavor, right? I guess
kind
maybe
of
the chewiness of the noodle too. It's like
Yeah.
nice, gives you a nice
just
spring back.
more pleasant.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what we should make next as we stumble our way around the world of culinary arts.
Maybe I'll have you over for pizza.
I'll make a pizza with you. Alrighty.
Do it.
Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.